welcome back. My name's Holly-Beth and this is my cozy little channel where I get to talk about anything to do with crafts. And today I would like to start a new project, and that is going to be a gift for one of my friends, a little girl. It's her second birthday coming up in July and I really want to knit this for her. I think it'll be highly well received, I think, and I love them. They're brilliant, both of them. They're wonderful humans. So the thing that I want to make is actually in this book here from the Knitted Animal Friends by Louise Crowther. I have knit one of these before. I have knit the duck. She looked like this. That was for my niece, also for her first and second birthday. I did the duck for her first birthday and the clothes for her second birthday. I'm going to attempt to do both the clothes and the animal in the next, it's like just over 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. I think it's okay, but I am a little bit stressed about it. The animal of choice is going to be this one here. This is in the pattern book. It's called Dorothy the Mouse, and it's the closest thing I can get to for it to be like the closest thing to a rat I can get to. So my friend, she used to have this really cute Dumbo rat. She just loved him so much. She still talks about him to this day. I think although it's a mouse and not a rat, it is kind of on those lines of she'll understand the meaning and the reference as to why it is that. I think she's gonna be cute, to be honest. So although I am making the mouse, I am making the same shoes, so the same shoesies, but I am doing something a little bit different. I'm actually gonna do the same clothes as Holly the Hedgehog. It's like a really nice pink dress. It looks like this. This is what the outfit's gonna look like. I kind of wish now I had gone for a different colour than pink, but I think it's still going to be cute. Her birthday is the 15th of July, so I have to get this done by then. I think it's doable. It's going to be my only project for the next 2 weeks, I think. I'm using this yarn here, stone washed, and it's the softest thing in the world. It's the colour 814 Crystal Quartz. It is 78% cotton, 22% acrylic. I got 2 of these. That will make the mouse in entirety, and unlike the duck, like last time, there is no colour changes in the actual animal this time, so that's going to be nice to just basically not have to think and just follow the instructions with just one colour. This is the colour for the clothes, for the dress and the shoes, possibly. I think that's what I was thinking of doing. These are in the colour 408. I believe it's called Old Rose off the top of my head because I don't actually have my notebook with me, but I needed just a little bit over 50 grams I think in total, so I ended up going for 50. And then this one, which, come and thinking about it, obviously they're going to be different dye lots, so hopefully that'll be okay. This is 50 grams, this is 10. I also got this one here. This is going to be for her French knickers. I don't know, maybe I might do a t-shirt if I'm feeling up to it, because I do have another one of these for another animal that I had plans to do. This is the colour 130. I'm pretty sure this is called Old Lace. And then I have just a 10 gram little brown, I don't remember the name of this, but it's colour 507. So that's all my yarn that I have for this little mouse. So this is for the mouse, this is for her clothes. I've also just remembered, I'm pretty sure I've already bought the buttons for this as well, so I might go try and find those so I can show those as well, because it would be kind of nice to keep them in the same bag. So I'm just going to go see if I can find those, and then I will show what buttons I plan on using with this as well, because I need like 16. That's just for her clothes. So let me just go see if I can find those, and I'll show you what buttons I plan to use because they're cute. Okay, buttons acquired. For her pinafore, I will need, I think it's just 2 of these standard wooden buttons. I'm unsure exactly what size, so it's gonna be one of the smaller ones right now. For her shoes, they are gonna need some small little brown buttons. I got the fish, I think they're called fish eye. They also could be still too big. I don't really think I can get any smaller than that, so we'll see. Hopefully they'll be okay. And then I'm pretty sure I couldn't make up my mind, but her dress is pink, so I went with some pink buttons. One's like a fish eye, one's like the star, and I don't know which one I'm going to be using, but I'm going to use one of those. And then for her French knickers and maybe a t-shirt, we'll see. I think it could be nice with a t-shirt. I'm going to use these ones here, and again just like a fish eye one, and then just like a normal, almost like a shirt button. So I thought that was an option for the white yarn. That's my button choices. So I'm going to go cast on, and I'm going to bring you with me. Really, I have till the 5th for the 13th, 14th, because I'm actually spending the 14th with my friend, and I don't want to knit her daughter's present in front of her. That's my next knitting project. I hope that you will want to follow along with me whilst I make this really sweet little mouse. Let's get started. Hi, I just wanted to do a little quick update, little check-in on the mouse that I'm making. So far, I have made one, two, three, four completed pieces, and I am currently working on the body. So I thought I'd just show you how far I'm at. I started off with so many ends with the head, which flat is looking like this right now. It looks really, really wild. I have knit both ears. Just need to pull those threads in again. Of course, everything's knit flat. So both ears are done. And then her tail is also finished. So that's really cool. I think as far as the body goes, I'm maybe halfway through the body, looking at how many rounds I've done. So about halfway through the body. It looks like this. It's on a very short DPN, so it's kind of difficult to tell, but I have done all of the increasing. I knit this a bit yesterday whilst I was at work, and I just got the section of stockinette, like a section of stockinette done. So now, yeah, I just need to knit on the rest of it, but I just wanted to give an update as to how it was going, because today is the 2nd of February. No, it's not. The 2nd of July. I think we're doing okay right now. I think I would like to get all of the mouse pieces done this week, for sure. It'd be really nice if I could get her sewn up, stuffed by the end of this week as well. But I don't know whether I want to sew everything at the same time, including her clothes, or get her done finished first, so the mouse done finished first, and then do the clothes separately. I don't know how I want to do that, but I do know that I want to have all these knitted pieces done by the end of this week, and I think that's a totally doable goal. When I made the duck last time, I'm pretty sure the arms and the legs didn't take too long, so I am feeling kind of okay about that. That's my little update. I'm gonna continue powering on with it. I finished making the mouse. In regards to knitting it, at least, when I get back later, I would like to get all the pieces washed so that they're ready then to sew and stuff, and it's gonna be all go from there. I'm still quite okay on schedule. It's currently the 6th today, so I think that's okay. But yeah, I have all the pieces. I also need to record a short of all the pieces. So I have 2 legs, a head, 2 arms, 2 ears, her tail, and I have her body, which looks like this. Lots to sew. Firstly, I want to get everything washed, and it took about a week-ish. I'm pretty sure I started this time last week. So yeah, as for today, it's been quite a productive day so far. But as for this mouse, this yarn is finished with. What I'll do is I'll weigh everything at the end. This yarn is really lovely, by the way, though. It's really soft. Time to start her clothes. I was just thinking about rounding up everything I need to take with me if I wanted to start these, and I think the dress, like the pinafore dress, seems, it's not difficult, but you have to read the pattern quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna take, because you start off with the leaf lace pattern at the bottom, so I think I'm gonna leave that one till later, which I wasn't going to do. I wanted to get the pinafore done first because it's the biggest thing, but what I will do is I'll do her French knickers, then I will do the pinafore, because I would quite like to, even though this doesn't go with the outfit, I'd quite like to do a t-shirt under the pinafore.
I just think that might look quite nice. I think that's probably because that's how I would wear it. So I'm just trying to work out what needles I need, and I need 3mm, which I have my DPNs in here, so that's fine. And then change to 3.5, so I have some 3.5s here. Then you have to change to the round eventually as well, but my 3.5 short zing needles are currently in my rainy day tee. Completely unrelated. Silverstone's on today, this Sunday as well, so I'm gonna be interested to see how that race goes. We've had full-blown thunder and lightning this morning, but I think I have everything I need, because I'm certainly not going to get to that round part. I don't think it's like round 33. I don't think I'm going to get that far. Hopefully I can just get started with 3mm, and then I'll be fine to move on to my 3.5s. Let's see how much of these French knickers I can get done. We'll go from there. Hello, we are finally back. I think I'm gonna start on the mouse, on Dorothy the mouse's clothes, although it's not going to be the clothes that Dorothy is advertised with. It's actually going to be, I think it's going to be a mixture of things. I might even be thinking against doing the shoes I was thinking of doing something different. So we're going to see where it takes us. Hopefully I will get round to doing the clothes, or at least starting the pinafore later. Hello. I don't remember the last time I did a check-in for this. Probably wasn't that long ago, let's be honest. But I wanted to just do a little roundup of everything I'd done so far because I got a lot done whilst I was at work today. So let me go grab everything. So I've got basket and I have bag, and I also have on a couple books I have pieces, which honestly I think actually might be dry now. Nice. Okay, so just round up. I have finished all the mouse pieces, so all the knitting, all the pieces for the actual mouse. So 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 ears, a head, body and a tail. So they are all done. I washed them the other day. They might need another day. And also, none of these ends are weaved in. None of the buttons. What I will do is I'll do what I did last time, and I do the wash. What I should do, sew it up so it's done, then I should wash it, and then I should put buttons on it. That's what I should do. Whether I will do that, I don't know. But I have finished her little French knickers. They are going to need sewing in the middle. That is just a pattern thing. It does say that in the book as well. You might want to sew the legs, the bit between the legs sorted. Yeah, so they are done. Really exciting. This is all the yarn I had left. I have to weigh this to check how much is here. If there's more than 10 grams, I feel confident that I could make the shoes. I finished her little, well, kind of, there's so many ends, oh my goodness. I finished her little pinafore. Let me just show you what it's kind of looking like right now. It kind of looks like this. I've just pinned this on here for now so I don't lose the pocket because it's so small. It's got this really cute leaf design at the bottom. I don't know if you can see how it's just kind of like, there's one leaf, there's the other leaf, so no, it just goes all the whole way around. And yeah, it's just oh, it looks so cute. This took a long time, the bottom leaf part, but I think it's going to be so worth it. I think it's going to be super cute. It has crossed over straps for the back, and I'm a bit concerned because I don't think I counted correctly. It's supposed to do 45. I'm pretty sure I did 36. It probably is 45 and I'm just counted wrong, but they just seem a bit short considering they also have to like cross over. I don't know, we will have to see. So it's going to look a little bit like this, and it's going to cross over at the back. It's so cute. And a little pocket. It's going to be a usable little pocket too. That's how that's looking. So I still have to do both shoes and sew everything up, including the mouse as well, which is fine. It's Wednesday, so I have time. Yeah, but I just wanted to give a little update because I've done quite a lot. It flew by quicker than I thought it would. Like, I thought I'd only get a little bit done at work, so I got pretty much everything done apart from both straps. I'd got like halfway through one of the straps and then had to come back and finish them today whilst my brother and my niece was here. So it's so cute. We're on schedule and on target to reach. Yeah. just want to do a quick check-in. Last night I actually finished, and I actually weaved in the ends as well. This is just here so I can find where the buttonhole is. Look at this little shoe! Isn't that cute? And it wasn't actually difficult to do, it was just a bit fiddly. The other one is looking much better already, but I think it's really cute. I am concerned the buttons I have are not going to be small enough, so I might have to take a trip and see if I can find some buttons as like a last minute effort. This is how far, that was my pen. This is how far I am with the next shoe. I'm at a point where I've just moved on to the section where the right shoe becomes different to the left shoe. So I've left it there for now. I need to cut this brown yarn. Cut it there. So that's how much brown that I had left over. It's kind of see-through actually. Yeah, that's how much I had left. Right now, I feel like I am playing a game of yarn chicken though, because you have this. This is all the pink I have when it comes to the little ball. The issue I had is that I have this left over, but the problem is because they're from different things, they're different dye lots. So I can't really put it with it. I can do it if need be, and also this is a 10-gram ball, and there was a knot in it, which I get that there is an amount that they're legally allowed to do. It's totally fine, but like really, it's a 10-gram ball, and there's a knot. So that's a bit of annoying. So I've now just got this random section where I'm gonna have to weave in added yarn, but yeah, this is the last thing I have to knit, so that's pretty cool. And if I can finish this shoe off, that means that I have finished knitting everything, even if it's not like weaved together like this one. I want to have it finished knit. I would love to get all of the clothes ends weaved in today, but I do have a lot to do, so I'm thinking I could do a lot of that tomorrow, including the mouse. Yeah. Hello, I thought that we could do a quick little check-in. I have a few things to show, and I think today is going to be quite a big milestone day. I need to have this mouse ready and done by the 14th, 15th. The 15th, but the 14th would be really nice, which is Monday. Her birthday is Tuesday, but I want to show you some progress. As of right now, I have finished her clothes, apart from the buttons. I have finished her little shoes. I have finished little French stickers, and I also, again, no buttons, so more difficult to show, her little, how cute is that, her little pinafore dress. I did actually, in fact, last minute, cast on with the rest of what was left of this yarn. I'm doing alright with it so far. This is where I am at when it comes to a little t-shirt. Truly and honestly, it's actually not far off of being done.
But everything else as well, all the mouthpieces are knitted and every single bit is dry. It's ready to be used. So I have the body, I have her head, her 2 ears, a tail, 2 leggies, and I have 2 arms. So I need to get a quick video of these for a short that I hope I will actually still be able to get done. I would quite like to get this little mouse sewn up today. I mean, that might be a bit ambitious. It's 10 to 9 at night right now, not that it looks it. Yeah. Even if it's just like getting the limbs done, so like stuffing and getting the limbs sewn up so that they're ready to sew onto the body, I think that would be really nice. Apart from her t-shirt, which I hope I will finish. For her clothes, they are done. They just need to be washed. They need buttons. They're really cute. So let's get to work. Yesterday I didn't get as much done as I thought / was hoping I would. I did get the body finished, at least, like stuffed and sewn up. I also finished 1 leg. Looks like this. I still have the other leg to do, and I have all the other body parts as well to do, including the head, so the face as well, ears, I've got the tail and both arms, and also to finish off this t-shirt and put buttons on everything. So I think the rest of today is going to be a little bit heavy on this mouse. I shall update as and when I can. Do you mind if I just kind of go through some of the things that are in my head right now, with like plans and goals and things that I want to do? One thing that I have noticed, because I've been doing a lot of planning and I've started sorting things out for the big yarn destash / stash down video that's coming out soon, it's really got me proper excited about all my projects and finishing the projects. I really still want to finish all of those things that I didn't quite get to in February, and I really want to crochet again. I'm so excited to actually sit down and just test the last few plushies that I need to do to make sure that they're UKCA and CE compliant, so basically that I can legally sell plushies. Because just in case you didn't know, to sell stuffed toys, soft toys, anything that has play value in the eyes of a child, so even if it's not for a child, if a child would want to pick that up and play with it, it has play value. To sell plushies or toys, soft stuffies in the UK and the EU, you legally have to make sure that they are safe. You have a legal obligation to do so. I'm excited to start getting more of that done in regards to like the crochet ones, because I've had them for so long and I want them to go to their forever homes now, because right now they're just kind of chilling basically until I get a moment that I can actually test certain things, because a lot of my paperwork is actually already filled out. So yeah, I'm getting really excited about crocheting more orders, making stock for my shop. I'm excited to see this wall go down. I've had a lot of chenille yarn in my stash for a while. You're checking that your materials are chemically safe, that they don't have any of these chemicals that are banned. Yeah, just not safe. But I have found out some information that I'm quite excited about. The velvet yarn that I use for my scrunchies is compliant, which is really exciting, and it's not banana velvet either. I might try and make some velvet plushies, because I just thought they were out of the question because I couldn't see any of the velvet, but that one is. Watch this space, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna take a pause right here. I just want to reiterate something really quick. I am not a lawyer. I am not providing specific legal advice, but what I am doing is just, talking about the legal side of
actually selling plushies. This is something you should be doing if you are selling plushies in the UK, EU, or to the UK, EU. Please do your own research when it comes to this. That is actually a really important part to this. If you know otherwise, please do let me know, because it's important to be putting out correct information, and if there is things for me to learn, which there always is, then I would like to be told in a very respectful way, because we're all out here doing the same thing. As I say, please do your own research. Do not rely on myself as a source. I am just going off of what I have seen personally myself in the making UKCA CE soft toys space. This is just me talking about it from one maker probably to another. I just felt like I needed to clarify a little bit. It was really important to come in here and explain this disclaimer. I hope this makes sense. But once I've actually got through the rest of what I needed to do in regards to testing all of these plushies, I will then start having drops again. That's kind of where my brain is at. I'm just getting really excited about crocheting and also sewing. I really want to sew and I can't sew. I've packed away the sewing machine. But yeah, I don't know. I've just got a lot of thoughts, a lot of things going on. I don't know. I also got another order on Etsy, like an already made item, which I plan on shipping out tomorrow because tomorrow is Monday. But I don't know, when it comes to like the UKCA and like the CE, is that something that you would be interested in seeing a bit more in detail, or would you just kind of want to see snippets here and there? I don't know. You let me know. You tell me. Is that something you want to see?
Hi, it is Monday. So almost finished my mouse. I spent pretty much all day yesterday doing said mouse. And the clothes need to be washed today. So let's see how much we can get done. Okay, so everything in here is what was left over from the mouse. So I'm just going to empty this out. And I'm thinking that we can weigh them now. See actually how much the mouse and the clothes took. Also how much we have left over, because there's not much here, to be honest. Let's give it away. Let's see how much we used. Hello! The last and final update for this little mouse. I don't have her with me anymore because I did in fact gift her like the day after she was fully finished. So firstly, she was really well received. They were so happy, both mum, so my friend, and the little girl. She saw her, got a little bit excited, and then realised what it was, and she just kept like hugging her, and apparently she slept with her that night. So it's really cute. They were all so impressed with her. I think that's like the best compliment you could get, isn't it? And then she said as well she still had her little mittens, because she was actually the same little kiddo, even though she was a baby at the time, that I knit those little pink and white mittens for 2 years ago, which is wild. It was really cute. We had a really nice little evening. She's such a beautiful little girl. I wanted to go through some specifics before I round off this video, call it done. Firstly, I am so happy with how she turned out. I think she turned out so good, and it was so fun to make another one of these again. Part of me just wants to make every single one of them, and I know that's not a great idea, but also like getting the worth out of the book. The fantastic book. Admittedly, both the little stuffies that I've made have all been from the same one. Let me grab them actually. These are the books in question. I bet you can't tell which one I've used the most. This is the one that I have made 2 out of so far now. I have obviously made this little mouse and also this little duck. I made the duck for my niece a year ago, gifted the clothes to her this year. That would have been part of my Finish It February video. So if you wanted to see me make, or at least finish, these little clothes here, I did that in the Finish It February. I'll link it. I don't actually knit them in that, but that was before I started doing proper cohesive project vlogs. I maybe have footage here and there, but that it's not cohesive enough to put it in its own video. Either way, going off, these books are
so sweet. On the book they're $15.99 in Great British pounds. You can get them on Amazon, and sometimes Amazon have deals on them. Could be worth checking them out. Honestly, I cannot recommend these books enough. The instructions, everything's explained, everything is shown how. You can always search up that abbreviation onto YouTube. This platform is one of the best learning platforms you can get, like when it comes to the ease of the information that you want to find. Some wonderful human out there has likely made a video on something that you are stuck on, and it's just such a wonderful place. This platform is just incredible. I really can't recommend this book enough, and it's wild to see little flat pieces come together to make something so adorably cute. I'm pretty sure that's actually like one of my first few podcasts, maybe podcast 4. I got gifted these 2 books from a lovely person. I believe it was Alex of my throne wish list, which I have always linked if you're interested. I set it up when I was really regularly streaming on Twitch, and it's still there. I think they are the best books that I have, at least with how much I've used them. I really need to get around to making some from this book. This is the Wild Animal Friends, but I believe she uses a different technique for the faces in here, which would be to do with the decreases and how they look. And then I do also have this one here, my knitted doll. Same person, and I really want to make one of these, at least soon. Anyway, slightly got a little bit off to the side there. Yeah, it was just really fun. It was really fun to make such a cute little bean. She's adorable. I mean, literally, like, look at her. She's so cute. The yarn was a little bit more green than I was expecting when it came to the actual colour, but I think once she was all knitted up it actually looked really sweet. The yarn itself is lovely to work with. I have noticed with the duck that I made my niece, the stone wash does pill quite quickly. Just a little heads up, but it's still a really lovely yarn to work with. It's super soft. Yeah, what else can I say? I'm really proud of the sewing that I did. I feel like the sewing on this mouse was probably nicer than what I did on my niece's duck. It's because the time, isn't it? It's just you get to learn the skills a bit more as you go. The one part I wasn't too happy with was when I started sewing on the first ear on this mouse. There's like a section where I just did it a little bit sloppy. I went back and changed it so it looked a lot better after, but I was a bit frustrated with myself because I didn't do what it said to do in the instructions, and I came off worse for that. So I'm glad I went back and fixed it, but I wish I'd just done it right first time. Some other things, I'm really happy with the embroidery on her face, but I do wish 2 things. So one to do with the eyes, one to do with the nose. I'm really happy with the eyes. I think the French knots look a lot better. They're a lot cleaner than my first attempt on the duck, so that was really nice, but I wish I'd done the French knots a bit bigger, if I'm honest, because I feel like they get a little bit lost in the size of her face, but it's okay. I used a full embroidery thread floss for that, so it was like 6 strands of standard DMC black thread. So maybe next time I will maybe use yarn instead of embroidery thread, just to make the eyes a bit bigger. They recommend you sew buttons on, but I wanted to just kind of eliminate the buttons on the animal, so that if they wanted to have no buttons on the animal, they could just take all the clothes off and they'd be buttonless. So and then also the nose, I was really happy with the nose. I'm really proud, actually. The first attempt, it was really nice. I was a bit, you know, when you're mid doing it, you're like, oh god, this doesn't look good, and then you realise once you finish it, it looks fine. I'm really happy with the colour I chose, because I was umming and ahhing between a few different paint colours. Was nice, so happy with that. I did the nose quite far down, I think. I feel like the nose is in the right place, but I did a bigger nose, so it looks further down. I wish I'd done it a bit further up, but I'm not annoyed that I did, because I think it made her look really cute, made her look a little bit derpy, and I kind of love that. I'm super happy with the choice of clothing that I did. So it was the pink pinafore and the white French knickers. Both used the original colours that it recommended for this. So I was thinking what I was going to do was a brown sole and then the like a pink top, and I thought I was going to do these Mary Jane shoes. I actually went ahead and did T-bar shoes, which I'm actually really happy that I did, because I think they looked really cute. Also, I added last minute, and I was thinking I wanted to do it, but I didn't think I'd have enough time, and I actually did. I got everything done in the time scale, including an extra t-shirt. So this is the t-shirt that I did as well. I didn't do it striped, but this is Noah, the horse in the book. I'm really happy I did the t-shirt. I think it made the outfit look a lot cooler, in my opinion. The outfit itself, I feel like whilst I was knitting it, I felt like I maybe wanted a different colour than pink, but I'm still really happy I did it, actually. And I could always do that, like a different colour next time. When it came to the buttons, I really attached the buttons. Like, I sewed
I don't know how many times I took that thread back through the button because I really don't want these buttons to fall off. I do not want it to be a choking hazard. I took so much time to sew those buttons. It was crazy. I just want to quickly go through how much yarn it took to make this mouse. Stone washed crystal quartz colour to 814. I used 77 grams of that. That's the whole mouse body, all the pieces, everything in the same colour. And then when it came to her clothes, all in the Katona colours, in the 50-gram ball of the old lace colourway 130, I used 42 grams of that. In the little 10-gram chocolate colour 507, I used 7 grams of that. In the old rose colour, the 50-gram skein, 408 is the colourway, I used 42 grams of that 50-gram skein. And then I also had a little 10-gram skein of the same colour, and that all went. The whole thing went, as you would have seen in the little clips. In total, I used 178 grams to knit this mouse and clothes, and then all of the individual amounts for each piece, as I've just said. Overall, the little mouse and her clothes took me just over 2 weeks to make, about a week for the mouse and about a week and a bit for the clothes. And yeah, I loved making every single bit of it. I had lots of nice little memories whilst knitting them too. I'm so happy with that project itself. So yeah, that's going to be the end of this one. I really hope you enjoyed. There's a lot of little project vlogs in this one. This is obviously not the first, and of course will certainly not be the last stuffy I make out of this book. Let me know what you thought of her, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!